Hi everyone, this is V. Castro, Violet, and I'm reading my story Templo Mayor from Graveyard Smash Volume 2 from Candisha Press. Alright, and thank you for joining and checking this video out. Templo Mayor. The world began to unlock their doors and open their windows. Signs of life sparked globally with Lazarus quickness. We called it the resurrection of humanity. The heaviness of the past 5 years rolling away. With the worst behind us, we busied ourselves reclaiming our lives one piece at a time. Many of us struggled with the economic fallout that had devastated most of the world. Fortunately, I made it through, but the quarantine had atrophied my mind and will to the point where I prayed for the world to be cleansed. Could we start over with the knowledge of our past mistakes? In complete isolation, I sometimes chatted with family and friends. However, the waves of blackouts often left me alone in the dark. Once the world could freely move again, I booked a trip to visit my family in Texas, whom I had not seen in 5 long years, followed by a vacation for myself in Mexico. To stimulate public spending, flights were now cheap. Hotels, the ones that survived, splashed grand deals to lure people further afield, at least those individuals who could afford it. I poured all my savings into living again. 3 whole weeks of hearing and seeing other people again. Perhaps I would meet someone special. How long had it been? My itinerary began in Guadalajara, followed by Veracruz, the pyramids on the Yucatan Peninsula, and finally Mexico City. I wanted the sounds of life to fill my head. Sirens, shouting, laughter, curses, the aroma of street food, live music. I wanted it all. A fresh start. My own resurrection. On my last day in Mexico City, there was only one place left to see, Templo Mayor, a grand structure built by my ancestors to declare their ingenuity and celebrate the blood that appeased the gods. When the temple stood in its time of glory, the skulls of both the conquered and the pious decorated wooden stakes for all to see. It was a monument intended to instill fear and awe, dedicated to sacrifice with its victims buried beneath it. Today, only ruins remain. A headstone to a vanquished civilization with its people absorbed by the ground or dispersed like seeds blown by a strong wind. I am part of that history, a 50-50 mix of conquistador and conquered, according to my ancestral DNA test I bought as a Christmas gift to myself. My body pumps mestiza blood. Since I was a child, I had a deep desire to immerse myself in a culture I knew but didn't fully understand. Years ago, before the pestilence, I visited the catacombs in Paris, which are just as macabre as the temple. However, I did not pre-book a tour and had to wait in a miserable cold drizzle for an hour. When I finally descended the staircase leading to the catacombs, I had to push past other tourists to read the well-lit historical signs. It was a unique experience, but too crowded for me to take my time and enjoy it. This time, I arranged for a private archaeological tour with a small group. Perhaps we could spend a few evenings together if we got along. I'd lost some of my closest friends during the pestilence. They left a place in my heart that ached day and night. I did not have a chance to say goodbye. Well, I hope you enjoyed that. It's quite short, but the best is yet to come. Thank you. Bye.